Всем привет! Today I'd like to look at 4 big challenges in Russian. Probably you faced one or few of them. Everybody who learns Russian comes to a point when he struggles at this particular spot, and today I'd like to name you these spots so you'll be ready and give some recommendations how to deal with them and how to overcome those difficulties. Learning a language, especially Russian, is a long road full of obstacles. Some people study by themselves, and no wonder they might lose motivation along the way, or they might simply not find enough answers in the textbooks. Because I work with students from all over the world, I know that everybody faces those 4 topics that I'm going to break down for you today.
Can I just kill myself?
This is the first thought of any adequate person who understood the system of Russian cases for the first time. To understand the system of the cases means to visualize this huge mountain that you're gonna climb probably forever. For the whole time of you studying Russian, you'll keep practicing cases, and it will always be a challenge for you. When is the end? Unfortunately, it doesn't exist. Just like with the vocabulary, it can take you a lifetime to learn new and new words, and you will never be able to learn all of them. Even in your own language, you probably don't know a lot of vocabulary. And the same with cases. Better look at it as a process, as a road that over time will get easier. For now, let me draw that mountain for you. There are 6 cases. Nominative is the easiest one. You just take a word from the dictionary and use it. In some simple situations like this is, I have. Prepositional case goes after prepositions v, na, o. The clue is in its name, prepositional. Let's look at some examples. В городе, на метро, на автобусе, на самолете, в Белграде, в Берлине, в Америке, на столе, на стуле, в паспорте, в книге. Just follow the pattern and you got prepositional case. Accusative case is used when we do a particular action to an object. Слушать музыку, читать книгу. Only feminine words have to be changed in this case, in the simplest version of the rule. Instrumental case normally goes after preposition s, and it's perfect to practice this case regarding the topic food or menu. Суп с курицей, чай с молоком, кофе с мороженым, борщ с котлетой. Борщ с котлетой. Do you see the pattern? Feminine words are changed in this way and masculine words in this way. Next time you have lunch or breakfast, just say in Russian, what are you eating right now? One item with another item. It will be a great practice for you. Every day when you have a meal, use an instrumental case and you'll get ahead pretty quickly. Dative and genitive cases. That's where you start praying and regretting that you started learning Russian in the first place. There are lots of situations that suits either dative or genitive case. Which of these 2 cases seem easier for you and why? Let me know in the comments, it's really interesting for me. Make sure you subscribed and give me likes to boost up my video. Спасибо. Let's move to the second challenge. I wonder how many people are going to watch this video to the end, because further we go, more pressure you'll feel. Just look at the screen. All of these words, all of them, mean to go. How funny is that? And all of these words mean to arrive. And all of these words mean to leave. If you're attentive enough, you could notice that all of the words with the meaning to leave start with the letter U. Уходить, убежать, улететь. And every verb that means to arrive starts with при. Приходить, прибежать, прилететь. The verbs of motion have lots of nuances. Let's look at few examples together. Виктор ходит в университет Каждый день. In this case, we use the verb ходит because it's a regular action and because the person is doing this action by foot. Сегодня Виктор идет в университет в 11 часов. In this case, we use the verb идет because it's happening at a particular time, it's happening today. He's going to university. It's not like he goes there all the time, regularly. Скоро ко мне придет друг. So here we need the verb to go with the meaning to arrive, to come. That's why we have to start with при. And to say to go in the future, if we mean by foot, we say придет. If our друг is coming to us by car or by bus or by metro, we are more likely to say приедет. Скоро ко мне приедет друг. Этот студент приехал в Лондон в прошлом году. В прошлом году, last year, so we need some verb in the past. Because we need the meaning to arrive to London, we have to start with при. And because it's more likely happened by transport, we have to say ехать. Learning the alphabet seems like a challenge at first, but with the right approach, believe me, it's very manageable. Moreover, this is probably the easiest challenge you can overcome in studying Russian. The Cyrillic alphabet has 33 letters. I personally divide them into 3 categories: true friends, false friends, and just aliens. True friends look like they do in English and they're pronounced exactly the same, or almost the same. False friends are going to trick you because they do look like in English but they pronounce totally differently. And the aliens are completely new letters in Russian. If you still struggle with reading, leave this emoji in the comments and I'll know that maybe it's time for me to make some videos for those who cannot read in Russian yet. Some people think that reading in Russian is the hardest. I met students who told me, okay, you're my teacher, I'll do whatever you want, I'll do exercises, I'll memorize the words, whatever, but I'm not going to learn Cyrillic alphabet. It's possible, it's really manageable for you to learn how to speak Russian without being able to read. But if you know how to read, it will make you deal with other challenges faster, easier, better. Give yourself 4-6 hours of reading practice and you'll be able to read in Russian in no time. And if you already know how to read, congratulations! Поздравляю! You obtained one of the superpowers in Russian and it's really, really good. Oh man, is there something else? We've just been through a mountain of cases, the forest of letters, the ocean of the motion verbs. The last real challenge in Russian is the verbs in general. Imagine you learned your first Russian word. Verb, to be precise. Let's start with the funny one. Считать. I'm not cheating you, to count in Russian is really считать. So you feel like you succeed with your first vocabulary item. You may even tell your friends that you learned the first verb in Russian, считать. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you found out that you can say to count in Russian in a few various ways. Считать, посчитать, сосчитать, пересчитать. These are all the same verb, but it has different forms, and they are called perfective and imperfective forms. Here are some examples. Читать, прочитать. Писать, написать. Говорить, сказать. Why is it this way? Because the first form means the process, and the second form means the result. For example, if you study Russian with me personally, and I give you homework, and you want to tell me that you'll do this homework, you might say «Я буду делать домашнюю работу», which means I'll do my homework. Я буду делать мою домашнюю работу. But it's not good enough if you say that, because it means that maybe you'll start, maybe you will do it, but not that you will get it done. So to say I'll get this done, you have to use the second form, which is сделать. So you need to say я сделаю мою домашнюю работу. Basically, there are two future tenses. You can say буду делать, or with the perfective form of the verb сделаю. Делать и сделать. It's a big difference. Lots of people do things, but they never get them done. Does it make sense? If you say я буду читать книгу, it means that you'll give it a try, you'll start it, but it doesn't mean that you'll read it to the end. So to say that you'll read it to the end, you need to use the perfective form and to say я прочитаю книгу. It means that you are going to complete the process. So actually the perfective forms of the verbs do make sense, and you have them even in English. If you say I have done something, I have won the lottery, I have read the book, basically you use the same thing. You use the perfective form, and when I learned English, I was being said that this is perfective form and you need to use it if you want some action to be completed. But if you just starting learning Russian, it's enough for you to learn just the first meaning of the verb, the imperfective form, because it's enough for you to start speaking and to start practicing the language. If you struggle with Russian so much, you can sign up for a trial lesson with me, where I'll define your level and build a path of growing specifically for you. Just find the Google form below and fill it in. So face those difficulties, but don't give up. And hopefully on this channel you can find lots of useful information. If you want to sign up for a trial lesson with me to make your learning Russian is more enjoyable and have more guidance, more tips and clues along the way, specifically for you, sign up for a free trial lesson with me, filling in the Google form down below. Guys, I'm so happy to have this channel running. Last November, just a year ago, I had only a few videos here. I had no community, I had no comments, and now every day I receive warm comments from you from all around the world, which inspires me so much. I'm so happy about it, and I'm so grateful. Я очень рада, я очень счастлива. Спасибо. Let me know in the comments, when did you find my channel first? How much time did we spend together through the videos? Is it hours, days, months? It's very exciting to me to read comments from you, like greetings from Germany, greetings from Norway, greetings from Canary Islands. It makes me feel that I'm connected to the international community and to the whole world. Let me know what country are you from. And also, I'm very excited to read comments in Russian from you. I can see that some of you left comments in English first, but then you switched to Russian, and now I read comments in Russian from you. Maybe they are not fully correct grammatically, but you take a step forward and you try doing it, which I'm really proud of. So leave a comment to make me smile. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Пока!